All right. Let's get started.
One journey will end in purgatory, but let us pray that they who travel the depths of hell will this time reach paradise.
This is the next one.
No, not this one. Close, but not quite.
Well, sir?
Let me see that.
Are you sure that this is the one, sir?
Yeah. Thanks. Good to see you again. Forgive me for what I'm about to do.
You okay? Get yourself together! Cover me! Cover me! Copy!
Acknowledged. No can do.
Enemy!
Enemy in sight!
Move! Go, go, go! Sorry about that. Good luck. Thank you.
I owe you one! Give me cover! Got it. What's wrong with you? No can do.
Enemy! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Move!
My bad.
You're the key to everything.
Signal acquired. Collecting the package.
This is practically an obsession with you.
Soon, you'll have faith in this one, too. This soldier is the traveler we've been waiting for. The one who will bear the punishment for our having strayed from the paths of righteousness.
You do like your poetic turns of phrase, don't you? But I'm not in the mood for them. I'll get straight to the point. I read the report. This one's infected.
Yes. Which is what put the subject in suspended animation. But it won't be long before that ends.
And then a threat to mankind becomes reality.
That won't be the case.
Why not?
I told you, this soldier is a traveler. A traveler who is going to enter the gates of hell for us.
What a ridiculous... Are you serious? After how long it's been since we've heard from the Corps? With the energy we have left, we don't even know if anyone we send would make it through. And you want to risk the fate of the section on this? An infected?
That is why this one is the perfect candidate. This soldier cannot live in our world anymore. To put it another way, no one is more qualified to carry out a mission on the other side. Am I wrong? There's one other advantage that no one else has. Look at the left arm.
It's just an arm.
That arm was lost 6 months ago when it was severed.
What?
And yet, it regenerated. A result of the infection-stimulating tissue growth. Nothing we haven't seen before. Except this time, we're talking about human tissue. Evidence of remarkable adaptation against the infection. With the dead running rampant on the other side, this one is more than capable of responding to the threats there. 1943, Philadelphia. Teleportation. That experiment gave us our first glimpse of the future. Now this soldier can give us everything we've been after ever since.
All we've done is continue to fail, including 6 months ago. We cannot take a chance on ideas with no basis in reality.
There is a basis for this. Those who have descended to hell are able to see further than others, Gruen.
Another one of your prophecies. Enough of that nonsense.
My proposal will bring glory to the section and to you. You intend to use this one as a test subject in the future, don't you? But any result of those efforts would be trivial. If this mission succeeds, the rewards will be immeasurable. Think of the research and how it's stagnated. Better yet, this could lead directly to the power that unites the world.
I'll get the section on board. After all, you acting on your own authority would be unforgivable. I'll give you instructions in due course. Until then, do not take matters into your own hands.
Don't take matters into my own hands, huh? How blissfully unaware they are. The future is in my hands. You're now standing in D-Day, the world beyond the wormholes. Abandon all hope from here on, not to mention fear and doubt. Your Beatrice is waiting up ahead. Better get going. As I mentioned in the briefing, first order of business is to head for base camp. You'll need to procure all weapons and equipment on site for this mission. Same goes for food. To enter the gates of hell, you had to shed everything. monitoring your status over comms via the wormhole. Oh, guess I never introduced myself. Call me Good Luck. Not a bad name for the pilot of this ship, huh? Your life is low. That's to be expected, though. You just came out of suspended animation. But if your life runs out, you'll just be another one of them. Keep an eye on it. Gotta go up and over. And watch your step. Base camp is still a ways ahead. Base camp is beyond those ruins. Now go. Your journey's just getting started.
Thanks, pal. Rock and roll! What do you say we head back for the time being?
Don't move! Hands up! Back away from him!
Your gear? A Mother Base survivor? Hey, you okay?
What did you do to him?
resident of Vitae. Use the weapon you picked up to eliminate it. That fire will probably attract other wanderers. Quick. There's a lot of them. They all look hungry. It's up to you whether you take them on or go around them.
The luck of yours rubs off on me. I just had to shoot my brothers. I'm not gonna die here, that's for sure. I've got a long list of questions for you. What are those things? Where are we? What happened to my unit? Tell me.
I'll answer your questions.
Who are you?
The man you're talking to. If you need a name, call me Good Luck. And you? What do I call you?
Name's Reeve.
Of course.
What's so funny?
Nothing, forget it. Now, as promised, let me answer your other questions. The monsters you encountered are called Wanderers. I'll spare you the details, but they were once human like you and I, until they were infected by some unknown life form, which turned them into what you saw. And you were in a world destroyed by Wanderers. Welcome to Vitae. It exists in a dimension separate from your own.
Unknown life form? Separate dimension? What kind of shit are you trying to pull?
This is no joke. Whether you believe me or not, look around you. Clearly you realize the predicament you're in. Which brings me to this. I want to give you an opportunity. Work with us. Do that, and I'll make sure you have a ticket out of there. We're your only lifeline. Surely you're not gonna turn that down.
When this is over, I'm gonna send you to hell myself.
I like that answer. Now, as before, head through those ruins to base camp. How you go about that is up to you and the captain.
Captain? You mean this clown?
You have an objection? We're the ones who went there to complete a mission in the first place. I didn't think you would have a problem taking orders from someone else.
All right, whatever. Okay, I've got an idea. Like Good Luck said, we need to head to this base camp. Luckily, I have some C4 an engineer in my unit was carrying. More than enough to bring this place down. I'll go plant the C4. Meanwhile, you get on out of here and secure our escape route. All right, let's get this show on the road. Don't you run off without me, Captain.
You'll be good to have around. But for now, you're not gonna leave without a weapon, are you? Craft something out of the materials around you. All sorts of things wash up in Vitae from other dimensions. Some of them will help you complete your mission, so go on, don't be shy. Finders keepers, right?
Got what you need. Now go ahead and craft a weapon. Simple barricades shouldn't be that hard to destroy. Try out that weapon you crafted. Another Wanderer. Avoid all unnecessary combat. We know that Wanderers can see as well as hear. If you enter their field of vision or make a loud noise, that's when they attack. Stay low and move slowly. When you sense an enemy, information about them appears on the threat ring. You'll know their status and in which direction they're located. Take advantage of this to avoid any enemies spotted you on. Eliminate them with the weapon you crafted. Wait. There's a Wanderer up ahead, too. You'll need to eliminate it. You can put a Wanderer out of commission by destroying the crystallized area on its back. Sneak up on it from behind and take it out with your knife. That did the trick. Keep moving. See that ladder? Climb it. Base camp is just ahead.
This is Reeve. The C4's planted. Making my way out now.
All right. Revival went A-okay. I know you've just woken up and you're probably wondering what the hell's going on, but we're short on time. I'll give you the gist of things while we wait for the wormhole digger to finish starting up. Okay, so basically, I'm going to be sending you to another dimension. Yeah, I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but I haven't got time to answer them. Just listen to me. Take a look at this photo. 1968, South Vietnam. It was taken in a town in the north by a journalist accompanying American forces. He took it right before he was killed. Killed by the thing in this photo. And that thing used to be human. Don't believe me? In the section, we have a name for humans that have turned into these monsters. We call them Wanderers. They get infected by this life form we've yet to fully understand. And they end up like that. Wanderers are extremely ferocious. They attack anyone they see indiscriminately. But the worst part is, even when you destroy a Wanderer, the life form that infected the person doesn't die. If we don't do something about them, before we know it, there will be enough of them to destroy the human race. Fortunately for us, back then they appeared in a part of Vietnam where American forces were fighting. That meant we were able to send in a team, in amongst our boys, to wipe them out fast. We got every last one of them. We made the operation look like one of the massacres that occurred throughout the country. Of course, there's a reason the section was able to detect their presence. We've known about this life form for decades now, and about the world it comes from. While it looks a lot like ours, it's populated by Wanderers. It's like a vision of hell. We at Wardenclyffe section first observed a wormhole to this other world about 30 years ago. We've studied them ever since. The reason being, we can extract energy from Wanderers. We call it Kuban energy. We're talking about a massive energy source. One that could very well shift the balance of power in the world. As you know, 6 months ago, an enormous wormhole appeared over Mother Base when XOF attacked you. That event enabled us to obtain the coordinates of their world. So for the first time since our research began, we sent out a manned expedition team, the Charon Corps. But we lost all contact with the Corps a while back. Our assumption is they're all dead. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, recover the research data the Charon Corps left behind and gather Kuban energy. Second, rescue any Corps survivors you come across. I'm aware that ideally we'd be sending a team that's fully equipped for this kind of mission. But there's no time for that. Not with the Hound of Hell after us. Plus, with the energy we have at the moment, the wormhole will only be able to transport one person. You'd rather sit this one out? Sorry, but you don't get a choice. The reason being, you're already infected with that life form I was telling you about. And if you don't want to turn into one of those things, you better do what I tell you. The Charon Corps' research data should include information on a way to prevent a person from turning into a Wanderer. Looks like the digger's ready. When you arrive on the other side, start by heading for the base camp that the Corps used. I'll be issuing all instructions by radio. Guess I'll see you in hell. Good luck, Captain.
Looks like you lost them. That's base camp you can see from there. Make your way to his location.
I'm all right. I can make it on my own.
Life forms detected. Waking from emergency sleep mode. Rebooting. Standalone Operational Support Program, Virgil AT-9, reboot complete. It has been 34 days, 9 hours, 12 minutes, and 2 seconds. Commencing debrief.
Take a closer look. They aren't with the Karen Corps.
I detect a device on you. Connect it to me. Line of communications with section authenticated.
Personal data acquired. Welcome aboard Karen's boat, Captain.
Why don't I begin by introducing myself? I am Standalone Operational Support Program, Virgil AT-9. It's nice to meet you.
Monsters, now talking machine.
No need to be surprised. She was originally the Charon Corps support AI. They were scheduled to rendezvous there.
Internal database voice print match. It's been a long time, good luck.
It sure has, Virgil. Sorry to spring this on you so soon, but I'd like to give you a new mission. You can find the details in the captain's department. Well, this was unexpected. The wormhole's closing as I speak. Probably have to plan to thanks for this. Virgil, you take over as the captain's mission support. I'm counting on you.
Good luck's gotta go dark. Hope we'll be all right.
Do not worry. I will assume the role of the captain's mission support.
We've downloaded mission information from the device you connected. Our support systems are already up and running. According to this information, the Karen Corps has already ceased its activities.
The captain's mission is to recover the Corps' data and gather Kuban energy. The mission also includes exploring Dite and rescuing any survivors. Is this correct?
So, the two of you are talking to each other. What's the deal with that? There's some reason there are two of you?
That reason is unknown. Originally, when I was participating in the Karen Corps' operations, he didn't exist. What I deduce from this is he is a personality created out of necessity amid the unforeseen situation that forced me to enter emergency sleep mode.
And what might that unforeseen situation be?
Unknown. When it occurred, all data I acquired while supporting the Corps was lost.
And what exactly do you know?
We're AIs designed to offer special operations support. I imagine we'll be able to provide you and the captain with valuable information for your mission.
Alright, so why don't you start being useful? I don't know the first thing about this place, or the monsters here. Tell us everything you know.
This world is located on the other end of a wormhole, or a distortion in space-time. For convenience, we call this world Dite. We've learned in the course of our investigation that Dite's environment is very similar to that of Earth.
However, it is decisively different from Earth in factors such as the presence of wanderers and the dust.
Dust?
The dust is a mist-like substance made up of micro-sized particles of unknown composition. It covers the greater part of Dite. It is extremely toxic to humans, and without some form of countermeasure, a person cannot operate within it unimpeded.
How do we get back to our world?
There is a way, though this is not currently possible.
Why not?
To return home, we need to activate a device called the Digger, which is capable of generating large wormholes. However, we lack the data to do this.
The Karen Corps intended to use the Digger to return home, so it's highly likely that the data you will recover will describe how to activate it.
Looks like my only way out of here is to help you with this mission. Let's split up to look. Just need to find this Corps' data.
If I may be so forward, the captain should probably be the one doing the searching. Mr. Reeve, sir, I detect in you localized hyperthermia, most likely caused by severe inflammation. I do not recommend staying on your feet for too long.
You can read me like a book, huh?
Well, I think we have a plan. Let's get started right away. It's going to be a long road, but remember, Captain, a journey of 1,000 miles wasn't built in a day.
I think the expression is either a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, or Rome wasn't built in a day, isn't it?
Is that so?
Sorry, Captain. Looks like the accident did a number on her bits and bytes.
Before you begin your mission in earnest, let's go over some basics. Open your iDroid. Unlike us, you humans need food and water to live.
Be sure to eat or drink when you become hungry or thirsty.
Speaking of which, let's find you something to eat. Open your iDroid's map screen. The map displays terrain you yourself have visited. As we've lost the data the Corps collected, you'll have to map unexplored terrain yourself.
In areas where we can support you, the map will also show your current position. However, this does not apply outside of these areas. There, you'll have to study the lay of the land to figure out where you are.
The situation report informs you of the current situation. At the moment, you need to secure food and water. Information is added to the report as the situation warrants, so be sure to check it on a regular basis. Now, let's get back to finding food and water. We've detected a place with usable resources. Begin by heading there. We've marked their predicted location on the map. Place a guide marker.
You've placed a guide marker. Just like this, You can set your destination to wherever you like.
objective. Now hunt an animal to obtain food. Value when you cook it. You also risk getting sick if you eat food raw, so keep that in mind as well. Alright.
Allow us to introduce another feature, the use of stamps. Placing a stamp on the map allows you to make a note of a place you visited.
This completes your first mission. I've detected a new memory board. Sync with me to update.
You've stamped the map. So, by gradually exploring the environment like this, you expand your area of activity. We just went over some basics, but this was time well spent. After all, this knowledge will be indispensable to surviving this environment. I hope you'll keep it in mind.
May the rest of the mission go this well. Now then, on to recovering the data of the Karen Core.
The Corps set up observation posts around DTED, accumulating research data on the memory boards there.
We detected a memory board during your exploration earlier. Make your... Captain, during your exploration earlier, we detected a memory board left behind by the Karen Core. However, at the same time, we also detect a large number of wanderers in that area. It's highly likely that when you go to retrieve the board, you're going to have to fight for it. You should craft units that will aid you in taking on multiple enemies.
When you craft a weapon, you can equip it off the bat, or send it to the storehouse.
All right then, go and retrieve the memory board. I've marked its predicted location on the map. Check it on your iDroid.
Your stamina. You should rest before you're out of gas. Pay attention to your fluid intake. Being dehydrated will affect your physical abilities. Just a moment. There are crystals nearby.
You can extract Kuban energy from those Kuban crystals. One of your mission objectives is to gather this type of energy. If you come across crystals while you're out exploring, be sure to gather as many as you can. Your iDroid will...
I detect a memory board nearby. When facing off against a horde of wanderers, utilize defense units you have crafted, such as fences, to attack from a protected position and maintain the upper hand.
It's possible to use wormholes to summon units to your location as well.
Access the memory board and secure its data. You're approaching the weight limit of what you can carry. At this rate, it'll... Data acquired from memory board. I will analyze it. Return to base camp.
When you return to base camp, the map screen is updated.
We analyze your travel log and send the results to your iDroid. It'll be quicker for you to see for yourself than for us to explain it. So take a look at the map screen.
Time to analyze the data. Please synchronize your iDroid with me here. The data on the memory board you obtained becomes available to us when you connect the board to us. Let's go ahead and take a look at the data on it. Analysis complete. The board contains research data on Dite, primarily on Wanderers and Kuban Energy, as well as operational records.
So that's part one of the captain's mission in the bag.
No. The data that was recovered is only part of the entire record. To recover all of the data, further expeditions will be required. But on these expeditions, please be ever more careful. This world may be home to threats even greater than those we are aware of.
For a machine, you're pretty damn vague. Did you learn anything from this data you got?
After connecting with the memory board, part of our internal memory was restored. According to this data, the Karen Core was more than equipped to handle the Wanderers.
Then how'd the unit get wiped out?
Unknown. The data we recovered didn't shed any light on this.
With more data, our memory may be fully restored. Continue your searches.
With the additional information available to me, I've detected multiple new memory boards. The details are available in the situation report.
Captain, there is something I have to tell you.
Memory data successfully restored. New equipment can be developed. Craft the wormhole collector. This is needed to carry out the remainder of your mission. has dropped. You should secure your immediate surroundings and then heal yourself. Your life is dangerously low. However you do it, please heal yourself quickly.
Enter the dust unprepared, you most likely won't come out of it alive. Be sure to steer clear of it for now.
A memory board is nearby. You are likely to encounter wanderers. Proceed with caution. Access the memory board and secure its data. Data acquired from memory board. I will analyze it. Return to base camp.
Investigation Day 3. The purpose of this voice log is to serve as a record of my activities here, separate from my official reports to Wardenclyffe Section HQ. I find this place to be much like our own world, except everything is in ruins. It's known as Tite, a name borrowed from a city in hell that appeared in Dante's The Divine Comedy. Personally, I don't believe in hell. But if it did exist, I imagine it'd look a lot like this. I'm Chloe Dubois, a researcher assigned to Wardenclyffe Section and member of the Charon Corps, which was formed to investigate this world. For those of you that slept through your college lit class, Charon is also taken from Dante's seminal work. He's the ferryman who carries departed souls across the river to the afterlife. It was Good Luck who came up with both names. Good Luck was always a fan of Dante's works, but I never cared for such flights of fancy. Although I respect him immensely, I don't understand his interest in such unscientific pursuits. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. My role in the Corps is focused on research, but I have also been given authority over this particular investigation.
You should rest before you're out of gas.
Something of this squad leader. My father invested heavily in this project, which played no small part in my assignment for sure. But
time to analyze the data. Please synchronize your iDroid with me here.
The base camp facility is actually managed by Virgil AT9, an artificial intelligence developed by Good Luck himself. Apparently, she is responsible for communications, data analysis, and facility operations. She uses the instruments we carry on us to manage the data we gather in regards to our experiments, as well as the collection of the Kuban energy necessary for controlling the wormhole. To be honest, Good Luck's programming is nothing short of revolutionary, and that is putting it mildly. It's almost as if his mind alone is centuries ahead of us. Perhaps the most interesting thing is that Virgil's responses to our queries are strangely human-like. She speaks in a solemn tone and has a tendency to be rather rigid at times, but she also possesses a keen sense of humor that I never had. It boggles the mind to think how many people were used as reference points to develop their personality and character. At any rate, I should be able to work towards my objective starting tomorrow. I am here to research wormhole-related technology, as well as investigate the Wanderer's ecology. One of the main objectives of my research is to find a way for us to manually control these wormholes. There is a material in this world known as Kuban energy, which we believe is essential to controlling wormholes. As such, we must harvest as much of it as possible. If we can eventually perfect this technology, we will be able to instantly transport objects anywhere on the planet.
A memory board is nearby.
Be able to realize the world
Prepare yourself for what may lie ahead,
so long
and then go secure its data.
However, the technology is incomplete, and opinions as to its viability vary widely within our section. I understand Good Luck's belief that we should proceed with caution, but as a scientist, it's impossible for me to ignore the new possibilities that will be open to us. I managed to overcome Good Luck's personal objections and be assigned to the team in order to continue my wormhole research on the cutting edge of the field. Investigation Day 31.
Okay, preparations are complete. My name is Enrique. I'm a communications officer for the Karen Corps, which has been tasked with investigating the world known as Dite. It's my duty to keep a log of our unit's activities and report back to headquarters on a regular basis. I'll start by introducing our team. The Karen Corps is made up of 121 members. There are a number of researchers and engineers involved with the wormholes, as well as various other specialists here to investigate this world. And of course, there are a few corporate suits from our illustrious sponsor. Along with them, we have a medical team in case of emergencies and an active unit to carry out the research and exploration on the front lines. Basically, the active unit is filled with military types, and they're also...
Access the memory board and secure its data. Data acquired from memory board. I will analyze it. Return to base camp. I checked the body you discovered against the data available to me. The deceased was a member of the Karen Corps. His name was Joel Martin. Cause of death appears to be blood loss from gunshot wounds. Time to analyze the data. Please synchronize your iDroid with me here.
With this memory board data, another phase of my memory restoration is complete. You can now craft an air tank. Partial memory restoration complete. I've also reassembled fragmented data.
With this data recovery, you can now use the skill trainer. By using the power of Kuban...
I detect a memory board within the dust.
Begin your search.
I detect a memory board within the dust.
Begin your search.
your fluid intake. Being dehydrated will affect your physical abilities. Entered the dust. It really is like a sea of dust in there, given how thick it is. The visibility isn't good, but try to remain calm as you go about your search.
Your oxygen will decrease while you're in the dust. Always keep an eye on your oxygen gauge. One other important point. While in the dust, your stamina consumption is greater than normal, so be careful of that as well.
That memory board is nearby. Go secure it. I'd say you're getting the hang of this routine. To your stamina. You should rest before you're out of gas. Surroundings, and then heal yourself.
Spend time carefully opening it so you don't alert nearby enemies. Or you can open it quickly, though any enemies that are within earshot will hear you. In other words, you can unlock it, or you can destroy it. We'll leave that decision to you, Captain.
read no vitals. Please respond. Please respond. To think it ends in such a way. How unfortunate.
I detect a memory board within the dust.
Begin your search.
Entered the dust. It really is like a sea of dust in there, given how thick it is. The visibility isn't good, but try to remain calm as you go about your search.
Your oxygen will decrease while you're in the dust. Always keep an eye on your oxygen gauge. One other important point.
That memory board is nearby. Go secure it. I'd say you're getting the hang of this routine. Access the memory board and secure its data.
There are two ways to open a container. You can spend time carefully opening it so you don't alert nearby enemies. Or you can open it quickly, so any enemies that are within earshot will hear you. In other words, you can unlock it, or you can destroy it. We'll leave that decision to you, Captain.
Pay attention to your stamina. You should rest before you're out of gas. Keep an eye on your remaining oxygen. Captain, supply yourself with oxygen by using Kuban energy. You can supply yourself with oxygen from your iDroid. Data acquired from memory board. I will analyze it. Return to base camp. Of the dust. Since you are no longer in it, you are no longer on oxygen.
And don't worry, your oxygen supply will be replenished automatically when you return to base camp.
intake. Time to analyze the data. Please synchronize your iDroid with me here.
Captain, there is one item to report. Regarding the latest recovery...
Hang on a minute, you mind? There's something I've been thinking about. The body of that Charon Corps member. The one you got the damaged air tank from. He'd been shot. Needless to say, we haven't seen any Wanderers with guns. Meaning, he had to have been killed by a person, right?
That is unclear. All we can say is that if people are killing each other here, that is an illogical thing to do.
My point is, these incidents don't make sense. If my theory is correct... forget it. Sorry for butting in. Continue with what you were gonna say.
Getting back to the report, Captain. The data you recovered revealed the location of a wormhole transporter. Wormhole transporters are devices utilizing wormhole technology, which enable instant transportation between two distant points.
Two points. So we can use this thing to get home?
Unfortunately, the wormhole we can generate with this device is structurally different from the one needed to return home. Nevertheless, this device should allow us to explore a much greater area than before, while maintaining base camp as our base of operations.
Currently, all devices are offline. To use them, you'll need to access them directly and restart their systems. Despite the potential danger, we should bring these devices back online in order to increase our area of operations. Wormhole transporters allow you to travel a great distance in the blink of an eye. To facilitate future exploration, I suggest you reactivate this one.
I took the liberty of marking its predicted location on the map. Open your iDroid to see where this is.
Thanks, pal.
Time